Sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulties. The mic was not on. My bad, guys. Let's start over. Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto Channel. Yeah, I'm a trader. I'm not a great YouTuber, but we try. So just to recap real quick, I know we got to get into the open, but we are in a short this morning. So second trade of the day. I've already shaved a little off. They're getting a little screwy with PCE this morning. So I shaved a little off, but we're in a short. We'll come back to that in a little bit. It's our second trade of the day. I gave one in the VIP Discord this morning, as well as the 500 to 5K challenge channel this morning. So good job on you guys taking those. It's a beautiful Friday. This Friday the Lord has given us. We're grateful and thankful to be here, and see if we can't get some more live trades going. Let's take a look at chat, guys. Oh no, we got the man, the myth, the legend in here, Mr. Jason Casper. Guys, he is the GOAT. If you're not familiar with Jason Casper, other than painful trial and error, he is who I learned most of my trading from, and he's a fellow homesteader. Hey, Jason, if you, I heard you talking the other day about how it's hard to carnivore where you live. I'm not sure where you are. I think I know, but I won't spill the beans. Down here, homesteading in the old Mississippi, we get the deer hunting in, so we get a lot of carnivore meat around here. He's got shoulders, killer shoulders, and he doesn't even work them. I'm about to step up my game, get some more of the shoulders going with the guns. But yeah, hey, if you're ever down in the dirty South down here, we should get together and do a workout. That would be great, man. That would be super awesome. Yeah, I would love that. Who else we got here? Thanos, morning crew. What's up, brother? Thanos. Hey, man, I'm going to do the VIP Discord trading. Speaking of which, guys, if you're not in the VIP Discord, hop on in. Today, after the stream, we're going to take a break for about 30 minutes and come back, and I'm going to go for a couple hours live in the stream, live in the Discord. I'm going to just do some trading. I may not talk. If you have questions, I'll talk. If not, I'm just going to kind of be there looking at some scalp trades and things like that. So feel free to join us on the VIP Discord. Ja Feel, thanks for streaming. You're welcome. Hey, I saw you in chat. I got your message this morning. I saw you in there in the Discord. Congratulations. You 25% up on your account since Monday. That's awesome. Congratulations. Like the stream, guys. I got good news. Salt Chain. Good morning, Max. What's up, brother? Max was up over $1,000 yesterday from the trades taken. Good job. John Smith. What's up, John? Fat. Yeah, you almost got me there. Pat Phemex. Man, greatest name on the internet. He says, morning, ladies. Pat Phemex. Afac. Jason Casper. Good old-fashioned Mississippi carnivore. That's how we do it down here. Listen, I get my fats from peanuts. We grow peanuts. My wife does the herbs. She has all the stuff she grows with the herbs. We got the chickens, the deer. I just got a deer back from the processor a couple days ago. Good stuff. So, guys, we're going to dive right in here in just a minute. But before we do, good news, major announcement, guys. Y'all know I've been trading for 10 years, but I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing. My wife has a channel in a different field. She has about 150K subscribers, and she's been harping on me for a while to do a channel, and I just never have. But been trading for over 10 years. Retired at 44 from my job. I was a gym owner and a personal trainer, most of you know. I retired. Let me show Casper if he's still here, man. I shared a little bit, just real quick. I know you're busy. Let's see. I threw the Discord an old workout picture the other day. I felt like Jason here. I was trading and training at the same time. Anyway, enough of that gloating stuff. Let's go back. But anyway, guys, we got 500 subscribers. As promised, we hit 500 subscribers, which is great. I'm a smaller channel. That's cool. I want quality, guys. Quality. Everybody in my Discord, you get the trades, you get the setups. So today, live on the stream, we're going to give away 500 USDT. All I want you to do is throw a 1 in the chat. If I see your name with a 1 in the chat, I'm going to add you to the Wheel of Destiny, and we're going to go ahead and give away 500 USDT live on stream. Let's go over some quick housekeeping, and then we're going to jump in. So we had total profits from yesterday, $2,500 up from yesterday total profit. Nice job, you guys. Half of this we took live on stream, and I gave the short right as I exited the stream yesterday. I took the short. Congrats to those who took it with me. I saw you in Discord. You were riding the short. Good job. $2,500 there. Let's see if we got anything else. At the bottom, guys, I gave it to you last night. I'll show you. I gave it to you last night in the VIP Discord at the bottom. I told you, where did we come in? Where did we come in? Where did we come in? Here we go. I told you at the bottom, we're at the bottom. We had some nice CVD absorption, some bullish absorption with CVD last night. I told you if we could get some buyers step in here with this bullish CVD absorption, we could really rip up out of here. So congrats to those to those of you who took that long trade from the dang bottom, guys, from the dang bottom, okay? So good job, guys. You are doing really awesome. I do pay attention. I do follow you guys. Jason thought I was in my 30s. No, brother, 44. I owned a gym for 20 years, a personal training studio, and I trained every day. And about 10 years ago, I started learning to trade. And at first, I just bought the altcoins and kind of didn't know what I was doing and wrote it up and had a really good bull run just hodling. And I got so mad, unfortunately, is a lesson the Lord needed to teach me. I got so mad because I made good money, but I was watching all these YouTubers 10, 20, 30, 100x leveraging stuff, and I'm like, I could have made 10 times this much. So I started leverage trading, and I've shared this story. My first 2 trades, I lost each trade, leverage trade, I lost 100 grand each. That's not a 100 grand margin, $100,000. I didn't know what I was doing. I just 100x in Ethereum with 100 grand in there after the bull run, and lost it about 4 hours later, liquidated. I had no idea what a liquidation even was. And so I revenge traded it 10 minutes later, and a few hours later, it was gone too. I was nauseated for weeks. And then I settled in and decided I need to learn how to actually trade. And actually, to be quite honest, I bought your beginners, I think it was the beginners course, one of your courses years back, and just kind of learned, brother. So thank you for all you do. You're a good representation of Christ, and I appreciate that, and it takes some real guts to do that. You put it out there, and you give people real advice and real trading advice. So I appreciate it. Thank you. If nobody else thanks you, I appreciate it. I've learned a lot from you, and I appreciate that. Anyway, John says that story will never get old. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I've actually recorded a video showing the P and L. Well, there's no P. It's just L's of those 2 big losses. And I'm going to put it out sooner or later. So, guys, what are we doing here? Chart's moving a little. Are we open? U.S. market is open. They delayed, guys. They delayed the PCE report. It was supposed to be an hour ago, but I see now here. Where's it at? Oh, I get lost in this. Let me put it on. Trace stars. Here it goes. It's coming out here in 27 minutes. So they delayed the PCE report, but we will get it here on stream. So we'll take a look and see how this goes. Today's a big day. It's new moon day. And listen, I know a lot of you are not into the hokey moon stuff, and that's fine, okay? But if you actually throw a stat on the new moon and the full moon, there is a clear trend. So it is definitely not something you should blind trade, but just kind of file it away in the back of your mind that if things look a little bearish and the signs are showing bearish and we got a new moon, that may be indication that that may be the one that tips the scale for you. We also got quad witching today. For those of you that do not know what the quad witching is, it is, well, here it is. It's a quarterly event in financial markets when several derivatives contracts expire simultaneously. So there's 4 big markets there that expire simultaneously today. So I don't pretend to know what the market makers think, but it usually creates a lot of volatility. So we're prepared for that. We're in our short, guys. I gave this morning. It's a very small margin short. I didn't want to get on a huge position because I wanted to do that with you. And we've already made a lot of money this week, and you've seen it. We're up about 7 grand on the week. And I have a tendency sometimes when I get like that to kind of start, I don't know, over trading. And so, I just, it's one of those things you just have to know yourself, guys. And so I just kind of backed it down a little bit today, and I'm cool with that. Hey, we're heading into Friday. I'm cool with what we made. So let's take a look and see what we're looking at. Bitcoin getting to move down. We are short, guys. We are short. Had some areas of interest here. Here, basically what we're doing here the last week or so, we're just range trading. You see this range? We're just bouncing the range, bouncing the range. Bouncing the range. Came down, took out these lows yesterday, got some bullish absorption, and moved back to the upside, guys. It was an easy call, but we're just trading this range. We've taken the low side. We have not taken the high side coming up. There's a lot of liquidity up there. If you're asking me a gun to my head today, and we're going to go over why, I think we come back down, guys. I don't think we're done with this range yet. We got a big vector candle here, unrecovered. A lot of imbalance in the market right here. I think we come get this, some imbalance right here. I think at minimum we come down to test the POC and then maybe pull out. But we got imbalance right here. So I think we come get some of this liquidity today. Some of the signs on the chart are showing that too. We do look really good, guys. If we flip over, we've got the Bjorn indicator right here. I created this indicator for some of you new in the chat today. I created this indicator. This is, in my opinion, the greatest indicator ever. Let me explain it to you really briefly for those of you who don't know, and I'll show you how we've been just killing trades with this thing. So you've got the green and red dots that look familiar to the Cypher program, right? But they're not the same, okay? You see right here how on the Cypher program, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots right here. In the same section on my Bjorn indicator, there's only 3. These dots on Cypher go off when you have a money flow clipping or a VWAP crossover the 0 line. Those occur simultaneously generally, but really VWAP crossing over. Down here, in order to get a dot, to get a green dot, you have to have 3 things check off, okay? To get a green dot on Cypher, you have to have stochastic headed up, okay? You have to have money flow headed up, okay? And you also have to have the momentum waves headed up. All 3 have to be in play before you get this. Now, what you also want to look for, this multicolor line, this is volatility, okay? So when volatility is headed up, that means the aggressiveness of the move is headed in the direction of the dot, okay? If it's headed down, it doesn't mean price is headed down. It means that things are slowing down, and it varies on your time frame. You get the 1 minute time frame all the way up to the weekly, 2 week, 4 hour, you name it, everything in between. So on this last green dot, this is a 4 hour time frame here. You can see this move up here. Look, we got the green dot, right? Got a green dot down here, and what happened? So when you get the green dot, that means all 3 of these metrics are in play, okay? Volatility was headed up, so we knew big, aggressive move to the upside. Now, it's not 100%. We have fail safes, and I put out a video on this of how to use this program, and I'll be happy to answer questions. But volatility set up, so we're expecting big, fast, hard, aggressive move right here. Everything says to the upside, including the Bjorn green dot. And boom, sure enough, big move to the upside, which is exactly what we got. So you should never just blind trade the dots, but if you're going to, certainly never blind trade the dots on Cypher. Always use the Bjorn, and this is available to my Discord members only as a private script. Not available. Look right here. Let me see. So like right here, you got the dot, red dot on Cypher, but not on Bjorn. And yeah, you got a little wick to the downside, that's fine. But overall, this was a massive move to the upside. So you just can't, you shouldn't blind trade dots on either one. But certainly, if you're going to blind trade dots, use the Bjorn program. I got a whole video on this, guys. It's a great program. Let's see what we're doing. Bitcoin moving down. Let's go ahead and mark out our first 5-minute candle. We'll look for our trade, even though we're already short. Let's see how we're doing on that short. We're up a couple $100, guys. Just a couple $100. No problem. Not a problem. All right, let's go to chat. See if anybody's got anything in chat. And then we're going to go. We're waiting for, the big moves come at 8:45. So we got a couple of more minutes. Let's see who we got. Anybody have any questions on the Bjorn indicator? Zup, what's up, man? Zup, good to see you in the house. West Coast, my man, in the house. We got a bunch of ones in the house. We're going to go with that 500 USDT coming up right here live on stream. You guys know we're going to give it away. Salt Chain's in the house. Salt Chain, for anybody new in the chat, did you get your 1,000 USDT last week? You can just let them know yay or nay. Just let them know if you got your 1,000 USDT. Salt Chain says definitely yay. Yep. Put it straight in my trading account. Nice job. You're welcome. Thank you for being a member of our VIP Discord. Okay, guys, we're getting that move down that we talked about. Anybody short with me? Guys, put a, well, you're already 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you're short with me on this, guys. I gave this in the VIP Discord before the stream went on. I saw what I liked, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Kind of waiting to see if we get the 845 reversal or if we get the 845 continuation to the downside. And guys, I explained this. This is just part. There were other things that looked top heavy. The other things that looked top heavy or overextended on this, guys. But I'm a big market sessions trader, okay, especially for the U.S. market open. And we're right here in this green zone here that is highlighted on the chart, which is reversal zone. So almost always, not always, but almost always when you have just a trend move through Asia and UK, just a trend move where nothing gets taken out. See, that it wasn't choppy like this. It wasn't choppy where both sides kind of get taken out. It was a trend. Then when you come into this green area here, you almost always get a reversal back through it, guys. Now you can find some support here, but you almost always get a reversal. Asia low has not been taken. UK low just got taken. The high has not been taken, but that's okay. The lows need to be taken. You have not mitigated any of this stuff, any of this imbalance. So it's a good time. It was a trend move to the upside through Asia and UK. So US is most likely reversed. Now we do have that PCE coming up. We do have that PCE coming up, and that could throw a wrench in everything. I do like the medium-term time frames, though, guys. We'll go over some of that. Let me clear this up real quick. We're going to go over some of that while we're still waiting for 845. Medium-term time frames. Let's look at the 4-hour. So we've got, look at this beautiful cipher. I do use cipher. I know I just kind of knocked it a little bit, but I do use it. Look at this. This looks great, guys. We've got momentum coming to the upside, stochastic coming to the upside, money flow starting to get thick. 8-hour. Same thing, looking for that 8-hour money flow crossover. If we get that, guys, we can expect some fireworks. Volatility just starting to tick up here. See, it's in the green, so it's not in extremes. It's not in orange or red yet, but it is starting to tick up, which means we're going to be expecting a big move in one direction or another. Currently, stochastic is pointing down, so if we did get a dot to fire here, it technically would be to the downside. But you can see down low, actually, it's currently pointing to the upside. This just won't confirm. It won't flip back around. You can see at the bottom crossing down, which means we're currently pointing up. It just won't confirm for another hour and 18 minutes, and then this will change. So, yeah, looking good for some continuation to the upside. I just feel like we need some pullback first because everything on the smaller time frames is a little overextended. Let me clear this out a little bit. All right, let's look at 15-minute time frame, guys. We can see momentum waves coming to the downside here, getting lower. We've actually crossed over to the bottom. We got money flow coming down, just crossing over into the red. You can barely see it right there, crossed over into the red. Volatility is ticking up, got a red dot. Volatility is ticking up while all of these things are going down, including stochastic. So looking for a little pullback here, guys, which is why we are short this morning. And guys, you remember we have another chart here that I have these drawings on, right? These drawings, right? We are in a volume gap zone. So other than this, I mean, we don't have much here. You can see a little volume gap here, right here. Boom. And it's declining from here. So if we do hit below this point of control, look for this big, fast move, guys. Look, see, every time, big, fast move, big, fast move, big, fast move. So if you're a bull, you're definitely going to want to hold this point of control, okay? If you lose this, you're probably going down. You see another blue line for those just tuning in. See another blue line here. It's kind of a little bigger volume zone here, or a little more, I won't even call it macro, but it goes back about a month. It's kind of the range we've been trading in here, okay? So right there, you got the value area low and the point of control of this weekly range. So if we lose that, guys, we're probably coming back down here to the bottom. And in fact, I don't think we stop there. I think we take out these lows at about 84K. Still a long way between there, and things are not pointing that drastically yet. We're still currently under the weekly green dot. It really hasn't taken off yet like we had hoped, but we are currently under it. Stochastic rolling. Here's the problem with this green dot, guys. Here's the problem with this green dot. A lot of times you can blind trade green dots. You can go back in history and it usually works out. Not all the time, but there's usually at least some type of move to the upside, guys. But here's the problem with the green dot on this weekly, and a lot of people don't follow this, but it is my biggest indicator. My number one thing, and you can see it on Bjorn, is momentum. You got the green dot, not momentum, excuse me, volatility. You got the green dot, but volatility is headed down, okay? Volatility is headed down, so that means this green dot is going to be muted. I mean, subpar, lackluster pump to the upside, unless this thing can flip back around before you get a red dot. Unless this thing can flip back around, I don't expect a big move. And I'm disappointed in that because at the beginning of the month, I called for a big move. Here we go. Moving up, guys. Moving up fast. There's that 845 we called for, guys. 845, guys. Moving up fast. I just got stopped out of my short. Let's flip down and see what's going on here. Wow, big move. Took out the highs. Cut right into this value area high, as a matter of fact. Just took it out. Let's watch this for a second and see what happens. SFP of that. We might could re-enter a short here. Let's take a look. I like this. I like this. I did get stopped out of that trade, guys. I did get stopped out. Made 110 bucks. Nothing to write home about. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Moving down, guys. Moving down. Let's drop down a 3-minute time frame. I know we're looking for a good scalp. We're at that 8:45 window that we always trade in the mornings. Jason Casper says, we're in Bart Simpson country. Looking for the Bart, guys. Y'all familiar with the Bart? Everybody familiar with the Bart? Bart Simpson. I'm not good at bringing up the pictures like he is so quick. Bart Simpson. Looking for the Bart. Trying to SFP the morning highs. Just took out the UK high, guys. I'm going to take a chance. Take a little chance here. We're going to tight stop, though, because we're getting some significant volatility. And we have PCE coming up in... It's thinking about refreshing. PCE coming up in 12 minutes. So things could get dicey right here, guys. Man, what a beautiful day. I don't know how it is where you guys are. It's like 45 degrees here in Mississippi. Just sunny. It was rainy yesterday. It looks beautiful today. Lord has given us this great day. It's a Friday. Everybody loves Fridays. Christmas coming up next week. We're traveling. The wife and I are headed out. We're flying out Tuesday morning. We fly into Vegas, and then we're driving to Utah. We'll be there with her family. Wow, this is a quick move, guys. This is a good move. Came out of nowhere, too. $1,000 move in like 1 minute. 2 minutes. It's a good move, guys. Consolidating here a little bit. Let's see what it does. Kat says she loves Utah. Thanos loves those Bart heads. Yeah. Hopefully we get it. Hopefully we get it. We might fire off another little short here. John just missed that. Hey, I missed it too. I was over here talking about something else. I missed it too. Quad witching coming up today, guys. Bounce from single prints. Jawfield said it bounced from single prints. I don't think this move continues, guys. Depending on PCE, but we did come up. We took this high. We took the UK high with some bearish divs on the lower time frames, guys. You see that? We got some bear divs sitting in here. Some bear divs. Even if you take it from the lowest points here, we still have bear divs right here and right there. So I do think we come back down. I think we're coming in at least this point of control today, guys. If not, retracing the entire dang move. Ready for us to break up and out of here, though, guys. We've just been kind of hem-hawing around here. We should get some fireworks coming up here in 10 minutes, though, at PCE. It was set for earlier this morning. They delayed it, though. Not a big news report trader, but you can get some good volatility, so... Let's see what the Bjorn gave us on these. I didn't happen too fast. Got the big green dot here on Bjorn with the nice red lines. That was your go signal. We just missed it. We just missed it. That's okay. It happened so fast. It would have been very hard to catch. We're in a little bit of a short now, guys. Up 50 bucks. Only a $44,000 margin. That's okay. I'm going to run it tight, though. We are in a short. I like the SFP of this. Let me put a stop loss in here. Only because Mr. Casper's on the stream. A lot of times I don't. What is this saying? There is no stop loss. I love it. Uh-oh. My chart's freezing. I'm having some lag. Hopefully there's no stream issues. I'm having some serious lag over here, though. By the way, guys, I'm trading on KSEX. Trading on KSEX, it is my favorite exchange. I also trade on MEXC, but KSEX is my fave. Their fees are insanely low, guys. And then my stop here, guys. All right, guys, we are ready to rock. We're up 100 bucks on this trade, and we're just going to watch it for a moment until PCE comes out. I'll take any questions you might have, anything you want to go over, anything you want to cover, any questions. Hawkborn says, Hawkborn's a JC fan. Hawkborn has seen that. JC has the pump song, man. Hey, listen, I saw your buddy Crypto Lifer doing it. Does he have to pay like licensing fees, copyright fees for that, to use that? It's gonna pump. No, it's gonna dump. What a great song. All right, questions. Any questions, guys? I'll take anything you want to see right now while we wait on this report a few more minutes. What a good candle, guys. What a good candle. We're short, though. We are short. Still going to give away that $500 if you're just joining us. Put a 1 in the chat to enter for the $500 USDT giveaway we're going to do here in just a little bit. Shout out to the Lifer, Crypto Lifer. I was on your buddy Divinehood. Hey, Jawfield here is a Divinehood fan. I actually saw Jawfield on Divinehood the other day. I dropped in for about 5 minutes, and he was talking to Jawfield. It was pretty cool. I said, I know Jawfield. Cat's got a 1 in there. Okay, I'm going to add you to it real quick. West Coast, what do the solid red bars on Bjorn mean? Guys, Bjorn is the greatest indicator. I'm sorry. I know people get used to a lot of other indicators, but Bjorn is fantastic. It's a game changer. I'll tell you in just a second. Let me move this real quick. All right, so let's take a look at the Bjorn indicator here. So the red bars here the blue bars indicate extreme contraction. So you see when volatility, this multicolor line gets down low, the 15 percentile line I have marked out in orange. That's the important line. When you expand above that with the multicolor line, that is called expansion. That's when you get the big moves. Let's go to a better time frame. We're on the hourly time frame. So you get the red bars here. That means extreme volatility. That means you're maxed out. That means you are whatever, whether it be the top or bottom. That means it's kind of like you're overextended. You cannot hang out in this area for too long before reversing. That doesn't mean price reverses. That means things are going to slow down. Volatility is going to slow down. And you can see right here, the 1 hour red we had yesterday down at the bottom, that was right there at the bottom. That means, you know, the sellers were exhausted, and we knew this was a sell because at the time we had volatility expansion here where volatility was coming up from the 15 here, 15%, the orange line. Volatility is coming up means business is picking up. The stochastic was headed down, so we knew big, massive move was incoming, and it was going to be, see, massive move incoming with volatility. Stochastic says down. That means big, fast move to the downside, and just trace it up, guys. Right when this happened, what happened? Big, fast move to the downside. And right when you got in these red bars, that means you're overextended. You know, it's been going too long, and you can only keep up that much sell pressure for that long or that much buy pressure. And that's right about the time it reversed, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean reversal. This time did, but it just means the heavy sell pressure to that downside is probably about to chill out for a little while. And that's what happened, guys. And we covered how to enter on these. If you do enter like on the 8 hour time frame, for example, if you're entering on a dot, which you shouldn't, but if you do, then you drop down to like the 4 hour or 2 hour or whatever, drop down to a lower time frame. I like the 4 hour. If I enter on a higher time frame, drop to the 4 hour to manage it. And when things start shifting around the 4 hours, probably time to take a good profit, if not exit your trade completely. Check on a trade, guys. We're up about 120 bucks. Still just kind of hanging around here, guys. We're low margining today. We're low margining today. We've made our money for the week, and I'm doing the several hour live trading and VIP Discord right after this, so that's where I'm going to save my bigger trades. We're going to try to catch you guys a really good trade later, but I'd like to get a good one on stream here today too. Let's see what else we got in questions. How long does it take for a dot to confirm? Whatever time frame you are on. So if you're on the 15-minute time frame and you see a dot, when that time frame ends, the dot will be quote-unquote confirmed. A lot of times you kind of miss a lot of the move that way, so it's really tricky. So if you do see a dot, I don't ever wait for it to confirm. I'll look at other metrics like we just discussed. If you get the dot, I'll look at volatility. If you get the dot, if you get the green dot, for example, that means we're expecting upside. If volatility is headed up, that is a really good indicator to me that this dot is fixing to play out. If volatility is headed down whenever you get whatever dot, if volatility is headed down, I give it a 50-50 that it plays out because it's just not going anywhere with any strength. They're not stepping in, so they're not fixing to trap anybody, most likely. So I always want to see volatility headed up no matter which dot that I enter on. And again, I don't just blind enter on the dots. What do you think of alt season? That's funny. There is no alt season. Actually, you know, dominance has been trying to come down. I've shown you guys this before. Let's go to, why do I have the moons on here? I guess because it's new moon day. Let's take those off. All right, I've shown you this before. We'll draw this channel. We've been in this multi-year channel, right? Multi-year channel. That is not correct. That is not correct. That is a portion of it. We've been in this multi-year channel here. There. Multi-year channel to the upside. And we finally fell through it, and we bearishly backtested. In fact, it looks like we've bearishly backtested it again this week. So technically, we should be expecting a rejection down from here, guys. And we threw on a volume profile on this. You see, if a whole lot of things have to come into play, but look at this. This works the exact same as anything else, and I can prove it. But do you see this, guys? This big, massive volume gap, okay? This is where you got to hit. You've got to get Bitcoin dominance below this line right there, okay? You've got to get below this line. Let me thicken that sucker up. You got to get it below that line. Look what happens every time you do. A lot of people say you can't do TA on Bitcoin dominance, and I disagree. Look what happened when you came through it the first time. Big, fast move up in dominance. What happened when you came down through it last cycle? Big, fast move down through it. Same thing if you back up. I know the chart's in the way here, the graphic's in the way, but look, big, fast move down, okay? This is your alt season, guys. If we can get that, this is your alt season, whatever alt season it may be. Now, I do think that the days of, for most coins, you'll have your standouts, but for most coins, the days of 100x, 500x, 1000x, even 50x are gone. I've been telling you guys, I think you should start looking at all coins from liquidity standpoint, just like you do when you're trading Bitcoin. Let's look at like Algorand. I'm a big fan of WorldCoin. I know it looks terrible. I know it looks terrible. Most of them do. But I'm a fan of this. When this sucker gets up and moves, it really gets up and moves. I have a fairly large holding. But look at it in terms of liquidity. Because those days of things just up and ripping are gone. If for no other reason, there's 3 times as many altcoins. So if money comes into the market, they're spread over 3 times as many coins. So you're not going to get it. But where is price likely to go and why? It's not likely to just rip like that anymore, okay? They're likely to come get this. There's liquidity here. There's liquidity here. There's liquidity here. So if this is a coin you're interested in, I know it looks terrible, but for example, if we had come up with this candle here, if we'd come up and taken this liquidity right here, I would say this is probably not a coin I'm interested in because they probably won't come back to here. They brought this here specifically to take out this liquidity, so I just wouldn't. I like this one, for example, because they haven't taken this. So if they do start to take this, they could really domino effect up. But worst case scenario, they could come right back up here to $2 on this, okay? So I like to look at my altcoins in terms of liquidity now because I just think the days of them ripping for no reason are over. And you could throw this on a heat map. Unfortunately, alts don't go back as far on a heat map, which I know heat maps kind of, Trader Geo calls it Mickey Mouse. You know, and it can actually be used against you, but all coins don't go back as far as Bitcoin does, so you can't see like how much liquidity is way back here from over a year ago, but you can see there's a lot here and there's a lot here. So it just tells you it works the same way. So that's how, at least that's how I'm approaching altcoins these days. Christian Cooper got a 1 in the chat. How long does it take? We covered that. Let's take a look at price, guys. What are we doing? Are we moved back up? Did we get stopped out? We got stopped out again. That's all right. We're going to keep trying this, guys. We're going to get one of these in a second. These add up, though, guys. I scalp a lot. You know I swing trade. I show you my swings. We scalp. But we haven't hit into one of my zones that I really want to swing trade in, guys. We're not there yet. You know my chart. You see my chart. I have these areas of interest that I'm looking for, and we just haven't come into them. So for the time being, when I take these little trades, we've discussed this, I treat them as scalps until proven otherwise, unless we come into one of my bigger zones. Like when we came in last night and I gave you guys the long trade from the bottom, there was a box down here. I've moved the box. I've deleted the box. It's gone. It's no longer a box of interest. But there was a box here yesterday. There it is. Came below it. We came back into it. We had the bull divs there. Swing trade all day long. Same thing. We came into this one. We shorted this one live on stream, guys. We shorted this one live on stream. We made 2,300 on this one right here. I showed that P&L card. I showed it live on stream. But we shorted this, came right into the box. I did not scalp this. It was into my box. So I was willing to let this one ride. You can't see it on the screen now, but there's another high here, wick high. That was where my stop loss was. So yeah, I'm scalping right now until we get some significant movement. Let's check out the report. The report should be out now. Let's see what PCE did. See if it'll give us an indication. It's not wanting to refresh. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone real quick. Everything's laggy. My phone's laggy. Must be the website. PCE. I'm so confused, guys. I'm sorry. The report is still not out. I don't know why they haven't released it yet. But they haven't. They haven't. You can see right here, it has not been released. It was supposed to be released over an hour ago too, and they delayed it, and it is still not out. So Could be causing a little uneasiness in the market too. What else we got? Questions, guys? Somebody asked me a good question. Did anybody take this short, guys? What usually happens over the Christmas holiday? Well, that is a good question. We did this for Thanksgiving, as a matter of fact. We went through and marked out all the Thanksgivings, and we called for a 5% pump, and that is exactly what we got. Thanos didn't take it. That is exactly what we got. Let me set a couple alerts here before I deviate. I don't know what's up with the PCE, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. They didn't ask my opinion. So let me set a couple alerts here. All right, so let's take a look at Christmas. There's this old like Santa rally theory that I'm not so sure that I buy into. Typically what happens, guys, is you have less volatility on those days, right? People are traveling, people are doing this, they're doing the family thing. You have less volatility, so if any momentum does get kicked off, it can go that way in a hurry, okay? There's Christmas right there last year. Let's go take a look just at the last couple of years here, and we'll see if we can find a trend. Very muted, very nothing-y, very just nothing for both of those. So I don't really buy into the whole Santa rally thing. Nothing. And we'll go look at one more, which is more accurately representative of where I think we are in this bull run. Over with, headed to the downside. Christmas. Boom. And you can see just these are just nothing. I mean, very muted. I mean, you rallied up into it. That started on about the 20th, which will be about today. On that one, you rallied up into it. This one, very flat leading up to it. Absolutely nothing. This one, you headed down going into it. A little bit of a move that day. Not much, though. I mean, $600 move. Not much. Rallied down into that. And then here, kind of rallied up into it. So we got two rallies up into it, one flat and one rally down. So really just nothing. There's no clear trend on Christmas, in my opinion. Nothing that I can see anyway. Natty or not? Oh, good question. I take 250 milligrams of testosterone cypionate every 10 days, and that is it. 100% natty other than that. Now, I will admit, back in the day, about 10 years ago, I took some trend for a couple of cycles. And you could tell then, I mean, I was jacked, but that's been 10 plus years ago. I take doctor prescribed 250 milligrams testosterone cypionate, which is the bare bones minimum. A lot of bodybuilders take like 2,000 milligrams. But I take about a shot a week every 10 days. And that's it. A little TMI for you guys, but I'm a recovering alcoholic. Which is part of a large, difficult problem for my trading, is I have addiction. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I am 6 years, February 2nd, I'll be 6 years sober. I'm not even a bad alcoholic. Like, I'm not one of those fighters, those mean ones. Like, I'm not being arrogant, the most fun person in the room. I just don't know when to stop, and I make foolish decisions. So, me in drugs or anything like that, whether it be juice or alcohol, is a no-no, and we don't go there anymore. The Lord changed my life years ago. This is way TMI, but I was way bad off. I was very, very successful. I owned a gym, owned 3 gyms, crazy successful, super arrogant, of the world. You couldn't stop me. I don't care who you were or what you said. I was unstoppable. But I got way off into some deep stuff. I wound up going to prison. I went to prison for 2.5 years. Hit rock bottom, lost everything I had. I lost every dollar I had. I lost my kids. I lost my family. I lost every single thing. And when there was only one other place to go, I dropped to my knees and looked up. And I felt an immediate rejuvenation. I know it's cliche, and I'm not one of those prison found the Lord and came out and hallelujah people. But that's what it took for me. I had to hit rock bottom, and that was my rock bottom, man. And I did come out and went right back to drinking and almost lost it all again. And finally, I hit the floor again and looked up and swore it off and asked for help. And I have never looked back. And I have 12 years clean and 6 years sober. And life is good. Life is great. I have never been happier. Have a beautiful wife. She helps me out. She has her own YouTube channel, so I know I showed her picture the other day. See if I can find it again. I'll show you guys. She's gonna kill me. She's probably watching. She's gonna kill me. I don't know where her pictures are. I had them. I think I showed you guys the other day. I wish I could find them. She'd kill me anyway. Wish I could find them. I don't even know where I put all this stuff. I'm so not a technical person, guys. Like I'm not good at this stuff. They're gonna be right here. So here we are. There we are. So we just live life, man. We do, and we have here's her and the Doberman Edge. We got a little Edge. And then here we are. I had a warehouse gym. It was a warehouse. I got FAFO Elvis up there. That's a little Mississippi representation, but that's what we do. So that is kind of my backstory. I know it's a lot of TMI for you guys, way too much TMI, but I'm telling you, and to go in the prison thing, please don't let there be a turnoff. That is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I am so fortunate and thankful, and I never thought I would thank the Lord for going to prison. I don't want to go back. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to go back, but I am so grateful that I went. It changed my entire life. I would have been on an arrogant spiral to the downside if not for that. Untouchable, headed for the worst place imaginable. Anyway, I digress. I got off on that little adventure. Hey, we got 501 subs, guys. We picked up an extra sub. Bitcoin moving to the upside, guys. Let's see if they ever release that PCE data. And then we're going to get back to some TEA, and we're going to do our 500 USDT giveaway. I've got to add some of these ones. If anybody's listening nearby, if they jotted down the ones in the chat, need to add those in. Bitcoin moving up here, guys. Trying to get a little push. Let's take a look at smaller time frames. See if we have any momentum going with this. Got a green dot here on the 1 hour. Thank you. Got a green dot here on the 1 hour. With volatility headed up, but it's still low. It's still low, but it is headed up. So this actually looks pretty good. Let's drop down a little lower, 15 minutes. Got volatility headed up under a green dot. We got it several periods ago, but it's still headed up. Looks pretty good. Could get a little move to the upside. 6 minute kind of overextended here. Been under green dot for a while. Stochastic crosses back down while this stays high. Volatility stays high. If stochastic does cross back down, you could get a fast move down here, guys. So be careful for that. But the medium-term time frame is 90 minute. I do love the 90 minute for those of you who don't. Volatility headed down here. So here in the short term, we look like we're headed up a little bit, guys. Looks like a good little move here, guys. 24 minute. Volatility headed up. Money flow good in the green. Taking the highs, hitting some bearish divergences here, though. So you might just hit it one more time here and roll back over. It did hit it with a bear diz. If you SFP this, might be a good chance to short if we get back inside of this value area range. But so far it looks pretty good. So far it looks pretty good. I still think at some point today, guys, we do come down and correct these imbalances, though. I have my targets. I think we do come down here, correct some of this stuff from the move up through Asia and UK. But right now we're moving up because Bjorn said so. Hope y'all see the power of this, man. It's not enough to get a dot. You want to see the volatility metric going up in the direction of your dot. That also helps you to not get out of trades. Well, I got a couple people in Discord who always ask me, how do they not get out of trades too soon? How do they know to stay in the trade? And I tell them, drop to the lower time frames and watch the Bjorn volatility. If the volatility is still headed up and the stochastic is still headed in the direction of your trade, then that means you are still running in that direction. So let it ride until it flips on a lower time frame. Got another one. Got another one. We're about to do the drawing right now. Let's see, Jaffield. Here's Edgy. The Doberman come running in. I don't know if you guys... Come here, Bubby. Come here. See if you can see him. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. All right, brother. Go ahead. I'll come see you in a minute. Go, 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 go. Let's see, Jaffield says, Jehovah listings happen to us so we can witness for ourselves how things go when we put faith in him and also when we don't, but he has thoughts of peace for you. Yeah, that's right. I go around now, and I'm nobody, but I do share my testimony at little places here or there and kind of help people unofficially who have addiction issues. So with the action bottom, are you looking for longs just in case? I'm not looking to long right here, guys. We're coming into some overhead resistance. We do have these liquidity spikes here that we can come take out, but I am not looking to long. The long was down here, which we gave in the Discord last night or yesterday. I'm not looking to long here. Where might I look to long? I would really just like to see a pullback first. I would not be opposed, if all our metrics stay in play, I would not be opposed to getting a pullback and then longing, but I would not long this. We are overextended, so let's see where we got everything coming in at. I might even look for like a 0.5 long. Yeah, I just want to come down, guys. I want to come down at least to this point of control. I want to come down before I long. I wouldn't long this. Yeah. Now, this is going to sound weird, but I would long higher too. If we came up higher and broke through some of this, we'd have to come significantly higher though for me to long. If we broke through some of this at 90.6K, somewhere in there, and then bullishly back tested, I might would long something like that. You know, come up into the point of control here, reject, and then find some support here. I might would look to enter long here. This is not a long area for me. Not where we are at currently, and not with this move that we've had up. It's overextended on a lot of time frames. But this is a good long trade for those of you that took it yesterday from the bottom. We do still hold our swing longs. We're just doing a little scalping this morning. Let me add these names real quick to our wheel. I don't know what the deal is with the PCE. Okay, we got the PCE, guys. Yeah, all right, here, this is where the move is coming from, guys. Did we? I'm so confused. They moved this stuff again. When did they move it to? I'm so confused, guys. I know I look confused on the stream this morning, but they're really hitting us with the old switcheroo on the reports. They took them off. They canceled them out completely. So no PCE report this morning, guys. Oh well, no PCE report. Still moving up, guys. Good move to the upside. Let's see. All right, guys, we're about to do our drawing here in just a moment. All right, I think I got everybody on our wheel here. All right, here we go, guys. Let's hit our drawing here. Let's see, 500 USDT. The old wheel is spinning. Hawborn, sorry, I misspelled your name. Hawkborn, congratulations, 500 USDT. Do me a favor, I know you're in VIP chat. Go whenever you can, open up a ticket in Discord. You know how to do that, right? Go here to our Discord and open a ticket and send me your USDT wallet address, and I will send you the USDT, and then I'll screenshot that and post it in Discord so you can all see the transaction. But go do that for me. Bitcoin getting a big move down here, guys. So let's take a look at this. But go do that for me today, and I will pay you today. Congratulations. Thank you guys for helping me pump it up to 500 subs. JC, I appreciate you for coming by today. You helped me pump it up the other day too. That was great. I picked up like 40 subs that day, like 10%. I was at like 420 or something. I got like 10% out of it all, and I was so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for keeping it going. And everything else. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll be in 30 minutes. I will be in the VIP Discord. So tune in, and we're going to do some live scalp trading. But VIP Discord is where it's at, guys. Come see me, and I will see you guys next time.